Before I met Van, what I was really struggling is how to use my tool to its full potential. I wasn't sure what I could eat, when I should be eating, what I should be drinking. I'd been told all about imposter syndrome and everything that was going to come with it, but until it hits, you don't know what's coming. So I was struggling in who I was, who I was becoming, um, where my path was leading, because I was struggling. I wasn't getting enough protein. I wasn't eating correctly. I was eating the same foods because I didn't actually know what I could eat. So finding Van basically really ensued in me that this is what I needed. And with that first phone call, I knew straight away that Van was for me, because in that first phone call, she made me realise it was all natural. And what was happening, how I was feeling, was absolutely fine. And there was nothing to be worried about. As a result, with working with Van, I've had major breakthroughs with my journey. The biggest one I find is my hunger and satiety. I find now I understand it. I know what's head hunger, and I know actually what is hunger. And where before I thought I was hungry, it's not, that I'm actually just thirsty. So for me, that was a major breakthrough. The other big breakthrough I had with Van was the 80-20 rule. And I do find this works for me. Van's made me understand about the plate rule, that we have to eat on a smaller plate, because the bigger the plate gets, the bigger your portions get, and you don't actually realise. Van's also helped me understand a lot about journaling and writing my feelings down, because I did struggle with imposter syndrome for a very long time, and I still do. I still can look at photos of me as a size 16 that I am now and still think I'm that size 28 from 2 years ago. But with Van's help, it's getting an awful lot better. And for me, that's just a major breakthrough. Also, I went through a grieving process, and without Van's help, I don't think I would have got through this. Since working with Van, I found that I can do a lot more than I ever used to. I find that now I start to lose weight because I have food freedom. I'm not thinking that I'm on a diet. I literally have a lifestyle change. Van's made me understand that it is not the good and the bad, it is balance. Where before I was very negative towards food and I like to be in control and everything else, now I just go with the flow. I'm a lot more body positivity. I find now that I will do things that I wouldn't do before. I go to the gym and I exercise a lot more. Now, I'd never have done that without Van's help, because I never thought, even at my size now, that I could have put on gym wear and gone to the gym. I can control my emotional eating so much better than I ever did before. I now don't just dive into the cupboard when I'm feeling emotional. I have had an emotional 6 weeks where normally I would have dived into the cupboard, put weight on, not admitted it, and just carried on as normal. But with Van's help, I've got through it. I didn't dive into that cupboard. I didn't eat what I shouldn't be eating, and I've dealt with it. I don't weigh myself thanks to Van anymore. I have no issues with scales. Before, I'd be on that scales daily, then it went to weekly. Now, Van's lucky if I get on the scales once a month when we have our one-to-one. They no longer faze me. Scales are evil. I don't have them in the house unless I have to. Just a quick message, if you're thinking of working with Van, it's the best bit of advice that I can ever give you, is just do it. Without Van's help, I wouldn't be 7.5 stone down and keeping that weight off 2.5 years later. I have my one-to-ones with her, which I absolutely love. Yes, there's times we have tears, but the majority of the times it's so empowering and so uplifting. I don't feel that I'm going to put the weight back on. And I do know if I do, Van would never, ever judge me. She would say, right, okay, how do we get around this? What are we going to do to stop it? And let's just do it. The reason I like working with Van is she is truthful. She tells me as it is. She doesn't sugarcoat it. And she'll tell me where I'm going wrong and how we can fix it. Without that, I definitely know I wouldn't be where I am today. So I know Van needs to be in my life, because she's given me the truth bombs that I need. She has given me body confidence. She's made me realise I can do this. basically she's made me the amazing person that I've turned into, who's confident, knows that she's going to do it, and she has got a fantastic life in front of her. And that's with Van's help. I can't thank her enough. And if you're thinking of doing it, stop thinking, pick up that phone or drop an email and get in contact with her, because I honestly promise you it would be the best thing you will ever do on this journey. Thank you, and bye to everybody.